UT announced this year's commencement speaker for the May 2024 graduation ceremony. Hear more about the former alum.
Many Tesla employees showed up to work on Monday to find out they were laid off. We'll have all the details on their overnight firing.
A UT student created an environmentally friendly sequins. See how she turned starches into shimmers.
Reporting Texas TV starts now.
Good evening. I'm Manny Ramirez.
And I'm Lauren Womack.
A UT student was assaulted on campus at the Texas Union building.
UTPD officers responded to a report of an indecent assault with physical contact Wednesday afternoon. The suspect is described as a 40 to 50-year-old man wearing a maroon shirt and cream-colored pants. If you have any information on the suspect, you are asked to call UTPD.
2 bomb threats were made to Austin Community College's South Austin campus Wednesday. The campus was evacuated at 1 p.m. and again later that evening. No bomb devices were found either time, and all classes and campus events were canceled until further notice. A representative of ACC said that after 5 p.m., faculty and students were able to re-enter the building and classes and activities have returned to their normal schedules. UT Austin has officially announced its keynote speaker for the class of 2024 commencement in May. Her life may remind you of the movie Top Gun.
Retired Major General Jeannie M. Leavitt graduated from UT in 1990 with a degree in aerospace engineering and was the United States Air Force's first female fighter pilot. After 31 years of service, Leavitt will return to the 40 acres to send off this year's seniors. Earth Day may be a couple days away, but researchers at the College of Natural Science practice sustainability all year. Melody Jones is live in the newsroom to tell us more.
The fashion industry produces more than 300 million barrels of petroleum waste making plastic fibers. UT Natural Sciences professor Jessica Charla worked with students to develop a solution. I spoke with her students to learn more about the process.
Taryn Lamb is a textiles and apparel major who worked to develop an environmentally friendly sequin.
Sequins are used everywhere in the industry, especially in the luxury fashion industry. And knowing just how wasteful that is, how can we create an alternative?
Research began 5 years ago. The sequins are made of a biodegradable plant-based plastic from starches like corn.
It's a really neat experience and something that I would honestly never have done otherwise. And I think that if we want to improve our world, we need to be thinking about things that haven't been done before. We need to be innovating.
After the plastic formula is made, it's melted, pressed into sheets, and then cut into shapes.
I also think it was really cool that I got to contribute something that was sustainable and that was really handmade.
Students and designers incorporated the sequins into garments, jewelry, and art.
The pieces are displayed here at the Texas Science and Natural History Museum. And it's the first new exhibit for the museum since its reopening back in September.
We wanted to really just show this material could be used in so many applications. It doesn't have to be just fashion. It could be in furniture, it could be in art, it could be in so many creative outlets.
The Particles of Color exhibit shows more than 50 unique projects, many created with zero waste. The exhibit will be open for at least a year.
We can incorporate sustainability into even the most mundane things like a sequin. I don't know, it's so small, but it's those small changes that are really going to make an impact.
PLA plastic is compostable, but it does not break down in water, making it ideal for fashion use. Particles of Color is the first exhibit in the museum's Science Frontiers Gallery, showcasing research advances from the UT community. Live from the newsroom, I'm Melody Jones.
The U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has halted the $100,000 daily fine on Texas Health and Human Services. U.S. District Judge Janice Jack ordered the fine for the failure to investigate neglect and abuse allegations in the foster care system in a timely manner. This is not the first time the state has been held in contempt for this issue.
When children call and tell us that they're not eating, when children call and tell us that, none of their needs are being met, we have every right to go up there.
system still lingers, the Department of Family and Protective Services reported that as of Monday, there were only 15 children in the state without placement, making it the lowest number since 2021.
Tesla employees found they were out of a job after receiving an overnight email from the company. On Monday morning, several Tesla employees were unable to enter Tesla's factory when they arrived to work. Employees received an email stating the company was reducing their workforce by over 14,000 to lower costs and increase productivity.
Just look at my phone and my Microsoft Teams logged me out. I was like, oh, okay, I probably just need to reset my password. But then I try, and they said, and then it says my account was blocked.
Layoffs come after a top executive announced his resignation on Twitter. Affected employees will receive paychecks and benefits until official terminations can begin in June. Samsung will receive over $6 billion in federal funding for its semiconductor manufacturing plant in Taylor, Texas. Semiconductors, better known as chips, are an essential part of electronic devices such as smartphones. The funding is part of Congress's $52 billion Chips and Science Act, meant to boost American semiconductor manufacturing. The new plant is expected to generate over 21,000 jobs.
Rising temperatures may bring toxic algae to our waterways. We have the details on what signs to look for.
Later, Texas baseball's struggles continue after a historic loss. We'll have the recap coming to you.
In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents, kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
As Austin heads into warmer weather this spring, it also heads into another season of increased toxic algae. Experts caution people not to swim in places such as Lady Bird Lake, Lake Austin, and Redbud Isle, as this is the 4th year that the city of Austin is combating the toxic algae. And for those who bring along their dogs to the lake, be extra cautious. The blue-green algae has neurotoxins that are lethal to dogs. A GoFundMe has been set up for a man after his East Austin home was destroyed by a fire. Neighbors of Corey Hornsby say he has a big personality and heart and felt his house was a second home to them. Friends and family have also set up a barbecue fundraiser that will be held every Saturday. If you'd like to help Corey, you can scan the QR code on the screen or visit our Instagram page for the GoFundMe.
Crowds gathered on the rooftop of Contemporary Austin Museum downtown to enjoy a show like no other. Fusebox presented its 20th annual festival last week with live performances, art shows. Organizers invite artists from around the world, including across film, music, theater, dance, and visual art to create memorable live performances.
In addition to the live shows, the festival also hosts an interactive gallery experience. Guests can interact with artwork and browse through records with interviews from artists throughout Fusebox's history. The Texas Longhorns women's tennis program finished their final regular season match with a win against the Baylor Bears on Sunday, but now they are looking towards taking home their third NCAA title in 4 years. Reporting Texas TV's Tori Garcia went to find out how the senior players are feeling before entering their final games at Texas.
The University of Texas's women's tennis team is entering the NCAA tournament ranked number 8 and are more than just about taking home a trophy.
It's honestly more fun, the everyday thing. And what's really meaningful, not just the winning, it's the celebrating with them. Win, lose, we have a great team, and not just a great team full of tennis players, a great team full of just people in general.
The program won NCAA championships in both 2021 and 2022. Shavadapan and senior Malaika Rapaloe were both on the previous title teams, so taking home another trophy together this year would be extra meaningful.
We have a great team chemistry. We all love each other. We all want each other to win. We all want the team to do well. And I think it's going to be special, whatever we achieve with this team.
This is the trophy that the University of Texas's women's tennis program won in 2021. And this is the trophy that they held above their heads in 2022. But now, they're looking to fill this empty space with another title trophy this year.
Head coach Howard Jaffe says the Longhorns are prepared to take home another title.
We definitely have a chance, and it would be a cherry on the top of just the most amazing careers here at Texas.
The tournament starts May 4th, and each win means one more match as teammates.
I would give anything to have another year at Texas.
In Austin, Tori Garcia, reporting Texas TV.
The Longhorns are currently competing in Stillwater, Oklahoma, beating Kansas State 1-0. Our weather team has all the details on potential severe weather this weekend coming up after the break.
And hundreds of people had their eyes to the sky, but for a whole different reason.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
You know, it's been pretty muggy out there.
Yeah, we had some nice weather for a while, but now it's really humid.
Unfortunately, it's going to stay that way as we go through this wet spell and temperatures continue to rise into summer. If you've been sweating more than usual on campus today, you're not alone. It's been humid and hot all week, and that weather has stuck around. Today's warm and cloudy weather will act as a preview for the remainder of the week. Today there was a high of almost 89 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. The temperature will drop to 64 degrees tonight with a 30% chance of rain at 9. So if you plan on going out later, you might want to bring an umbrella just in case. Tomorrow, the temperature will drop but stay cloudy with a high of 80 degrees and overcast skies. It'll be coolest and most humid in the morning at about 7 before temperatures rise throughout the day. In the evening, temperatures will stay in the mid-70s with a 20% chance of rain and light winds reaching 6 miles per hour. As they say, April showers bring May flowers, and this week we'll have plenty of rain and humidity. There's a 40% chance of rain Saturday until noon before thunderstorms are expected to start at 2. The high will reach 74 degrees Sunday and will be the coolest day of next week with a high of 67 and low of 53. Temperatures will then start to rise throughout early next week with Monday and Tuesday's high of 74 and 81 respectively. It's expected to rain again Wednesday and Thursday. Now, I'm a Texas boy, y'all. I can deal with high temperatures if it's a dry heat,
right,
but this humidity just kills me.
I'm sweating buckets, literally.
Yeah, it's really bad. Scotty Scheffler once again won the Masters. Our sports team will tell you more about his big win.
Texas softball continues to dominate. Our sports anchor, Robert Gonslin, has the season update.
There are a lot of words I would use to describe my daughter. Kind, strong, hilarious. When I think about how much she's experienced in her life, on a journey that we're now on together as a family,
I'll make you something to eat, okay?
we can't help but be inspired by her every day.
Hey, Mom. We're about to start the movie. Oh, yeah, I'll be right there. Okay.
So really,
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Good evening, I'm Robert Gonslin. The Masters came to a close last Sunday night. Former UT golfer Scotty Scheffler won the tournament and put on the green jacket for the second time in his career. Scheffler finished the 4-day tournament at Augusta National Golf Club with a total score of 11 under par. He became the 4th youngest golfer to win the 2 Masters and joins Tiger Woods as the only 2 golfers to win the tournament while being ranked #1 in the entire world.
It's hard to put into words how special this is. It's been a long week, a grind of a week. The golf course was so challenging, and to be sitting here wearing this jacket again and getting to take it home is extremely special.
Scheffler's win this past weekend adds the number of times a golfer from UT has won the Masters, 5. The school has also produced the most winners in tournament history with 3, Scheffler, Jordan Spieth, and Ben Crenshaw. Texas football is ready to get back in front of their fans this weekend. The Burnt Orange faithful will have the chance to get their first look at the 2024 team ahead of their first season in the SEC on Saturday. Head coach Steve Sarkisian said on Tuesday that the experience is just as valuable to those players, especially the newcomers.
It's playing Saturday because I think it's really valuable for them to have to go into the stadium with the crowd there and get used to some of that. It's different, and we have to expose them to that to get them ready.
The spring game starts at 1 in the afternoon, but Longhorn fans can get to the stadium as early as 9 a.m. if they want to get autographs from their favorite players, shop at the team fire table, and even explore Bevo Boulevard. In an unlikely result Tuesday night, Texas baseball fell to UT Rio Grande Valley 17-9. After trailing 4-1, the Longhorns ran into some major pitching trouble and gave up 9 unanswered runs over the 4th and 5th innings, giving the Vaqueros a comfortable lead for the rest of the game. It was the first time since 1971 where Texas lost to UT RGV, and the first time since 1968 where they lost to them at home. Switching gears now, number 1 ranked Texas softball resumes play against Kansas tomorrow night. Before the 5-day break, the Longhorns swept Baylor last weekend in a 3-game series. Players Ashton Maloney and Reese Atwood both totaled 8 hits, while the pitching rotation combined for 14 strikeouts. Texas remains a whole game back from Oklahoma, however, as they continue conference play through early May. I don't know about y'all, but I'm very excited for this game tomorrow night. Should be a great one.
Yeah, women's softball on top.
On top.
Hear about how an all-you-can-eat Crawfish Festival brought thousands into Republic Square after the break.
The iconic Frank Irwin Center is coming down piece by piece. We'll have that update when we come back.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Season marks the start of crawfish season for seafood lovers. The annual Crawfish Kickoff Festival didn't disappoint hungry attendees. 3,000 people gathered at the center of Republic Square to chow down on the regional cuisine. Organizers brought in 10,000 pounds of crawfish to satisfy the crowd.
It's an all-you-can-eat event, so we work hand in hand with the promoters of the event, hand in hand with the supplier of the crawfish to dial in where we want to be, what numbers we need to hit to try to get everybody crawfish.
In addition to the Cajun crawfish boils, attendees also enjoyed live music, dancing, a full bar, and gourmet food trucks. This is the second annual Crawfish Kickoff Festival. The organizers say they are very happy with the turnout.
It's hard to find many things in Austin that were around 100 years ago, but one family-friendly event is going 96 years strong. Reporting Texas TV's Logan Dubel is here in the studio to tell us all about it.
That's right. I spent Sunday morning crisscrossing Zilker Park as kites took flight and thousands of people gathered for one of the city's oldest and most beloved events. The ABC Kite Fest returned to Austin's Zilker Park Sunday, sending countless dragons and butterflies into the sky.
We came to fly kites.
Started in 1929, the Kite Festival raises money for charities which combat child abuse. The longtime festival even predates Zilker Park, which opened in 1936.
Almost 40 to 50,000 people will be in this park enjoying the same kite contest that the kids enjoyed back in the 1930s.
The free festival also welcomed local food vendors, a kids zone, and even some musical entertainment. While there's a ton of history associated with this festival, kids we've talked to here today say they just want to go fly a kite.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
The event wasn't just for families. UT student Carissa Liu says getting out of West Campus and taking advantage of all the city has to offer feels refreshing.
There's so many families here today, and I was like, you don't get to really see that on a college campus, so it's just kind of nice seeing everybody that lives in Austin be gathered in one place.
It's young, smiling faces who organizers say keep them and the historic festival going.
When I see the look on the kid's face when that kite goes up in the air, that feeling you get in your heart is what keeps my life going.
And while organizers are still calculating this year's proceeds, a spokesperson for the festival says Kite Fest has donated up to $35,000 to beneficiaries in the past. Live in the studio, I'm Logan Dubel reporting Texas TV.
We have a last look at the Frank Irwin Center, or what little is left of it. Just a skeleton of rafters, support beams, and debris remain of the retired University of Texas venue. The $25 million demolition project began last September and is expected to end mid-May. Since being replaced by the Moody Center, the 500,000 square foot arena will be replaced with a Dell Medical School expansion.
This next week is looking to be pretty humid and wet, so unfortunate news for anyone trying to get those senior photos in.
Yeah, that's very, very tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
We want to thank you for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out any of our stories or our newscasts, please visit reportingtexas.com. We'll see you next Thursday. Good night.